Welcome back to RadioCraft. I'm the Radio Man 03, and we're playing Minecraft on the Xbox One. Good to have you along. Little update for you on what's going on with RadioCraft. Right now we are at the Pigmen Gold Farm, and CJ has placed this way high above the world. As you can see it down below there, we're way up high. But we've got a nice flow of pigmen, especially when I guess everybody's kind of right in the spawn area. Echo's out of his base right now. Variety's running around by the tree farm. So it does tend to slow down a little bit, but for the most part, we get a pretty good supply of gold coming in, and we've got the swords and, of course, the pigmen zombie flesh and stuff like that as well. So this is working out pretty well. I'm going to take you up on the roof, and we'll punch through the top, and I'll show you how this works on the overworld. Now, on the GEX1, we're not going to actually build this one. We're going to build one in the Nether itself. That's where I want ours to be. Let me go knock this torch out. Let's go on up to the roof. I'll punch a hole in it, and you can kind of see how this whole thing works. If you've never seen one of these before, CJ put this together actually really quick. And it's set way up high, and I believe that's because we want the mob cap down below not to affect the mob cap down here. And it's not what you'd call a huge gold farm either. It's not the biggest one that you could possibly build, but here it is. So what we have here is we have an array of nether portals going on inside here. And let me see if I can break a couple more of these blocks out of the way here. I want to make sure I get all those back. So it's nothing but portals as far as you can see down to the top. And then you put the trap doors on the edges like this, and that way when the pigmen spawn inside the portals and come through, they see that block, they see that trap door as a block, they walk off, and then they fall down into the water trough at the very bottom, as you can see, and it just funnels them right to the middle, just like our zombie farm or any other mob farm that you see. When the animals or the mobs fall to the bottom, water pushes them to the center, to the one side there. You see a pigman right there. Boom, he lands in the water. Then he falls into a chute, which takes him a major drop. We'll go down there and I'll show you just how far they fall. But that is the gist of how this thing works. And I don't know how many portals are in here. I'm not even sure if CJ knows how many portals are in here. This is slabs, so of course mobs won't spawn on it. And that's how the farm works. Just like, oh my gosh, there we go, we're surviving. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Alright, there we go. Let me get all this dirt taken down, and we'll go down and take a look at the drops that are going on. Alright, all that's cleaned up. We got the roof installed once again. Pigmen, I just heard some drop, but I guess they're not coming in just yet. So now we've got to go all the way down this long tube back down to the bottom. So I'll meet you back at the bottom, and I'll show you kind of what we got. Well, we'll just stay with you. Just stay with me. It doesn't take that long to climb back down this ladder. And we'll take a look inside. We didn't do a whole lot of collaboration over the weekend, working together on anything. Kind of a quiet weekend, actually. We did some caving. Mostly did some caving to get some more resources put together and stuff like that. So that is what we kind of did. I worked on the roads, which we'll take a walk through there. Variety 3 has put up a woodcutter shack. CJ is going to work on a spleef arena, so that will be a lot of fun to have. So then we come down here. This is actually built on top of the desert temple out by the zombie spawner. And here's what we have so far, with just this being in operation for a couple of days. So anytime Variety comes into the world and she's here by herself, and she's just keeping the world open for anybody who wants to play, what she does is she goes ahead and stands up here, and you can see we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 6 stacks of gold nuggets now. Getting some swords and things like that. But the pigmen come down and they fall right on the platform up here. I don't know if we can actually see that. Let's see. They fall through. Where the heck do they fall through at? That is strange. Let's go outside and take a look and see. There's actually a glass tube. Here it is, right here. They ride down this. They fall down this tube right here. Nope, right here is where they fall. This is the tube they fall through. That is our ladder that we go up and down in. This is where the pigmen drop. Now, if no one's up there standing, you still get the occasional pigman that walks through the portal like they do on any world. And then, of course, they fall down here to their death. But you can see we have hoppers down there. CJ put hoppers down there. There goes the pigman right there. And it just sucks up all their items. So it's a long fall. But that is a look at the pigmen farm, which is working really well. I'm looking forward to getting that installed on the GEX1 as well. But again, ours is going to be in the Nether itself. And I don't know that it's going to be super efficient, but it will, of course, bring us gold nuggets, which we need for our gold carrots and glistening melon. Okay, so the road, I went ahead and extended the road. We went away from just the gravel and cobblestone paths, and now we have an actual road. We talked about this in the last video, where the main thoroughfares would be these nice main kind of paved roads with this design on them. So we have this going on. The torches are here for now because I've not installed all the street lights that are going to go on both sides of the road, like we have right over in here. You can see the street lights right there. Then we have some right on here, and so on and so forth on down the line. So yeah, those are going to be installed here. But this road now continues all the way over to here, where Maximus is working on a boardwalk that's going to have some games and stuff on it. So that's taken care of, and if we need to, we can extend the road further along. So that takes care of the roads. Variety 3 decided that we needed a woodcutter shack, someplace to put all of the wood. And so she built this really nice little building. She just looked up images on Minecraft woodcutter shacks, and then she just kind of mimicked one over here, back behind the silo. I'm not quite sure where the path is to get to this. I always seem to lose track of it. But we have a nice little woodcutter shack back in here. Here it is. Here it is. So the path actually comes in between. It looks like the barn and the farm. There's the farms right there. There's our barn. So right behind the chicken coop actually is where this comes in. And she's created this beautiful little woodcutter shack. Isn't it nice? And then all this great landscaping work out here too. It's really a beautiful place. And a little bit of nether wart growing just to get some color, and a nice little waterfall with a pond. And then you come on up inside, and this is where we're storing all of the wood that we cut down in the tree farm. So we've got some jungle going, and the leaves, and Variety's really good about keeping up with this stuff. The rest of us, we're slackers. We're slackers. But we've got a good supply of wood going on right now. And I think she's actually out here at the tree farm right now working on cutting down more trees. But that is the woodcutter shack. Isn't it cute? It really sits in nicely out here. I kind of wanted to move out here myself. It's so nice. But yeah, it looks like she's done. She was just out here a little bit ago cutting trees down. You can see she's got them all replanted and stuff. So I think she's done with that. She also cleaned up the border under the tree farm right here. So we've got a nice trim all the way around here. I think that was a very good idea on her part. And then we've got some, the fencing is, when there's no dirt up against the fence itself, then she has the cobblestone fencing in place. But yeah, and the tree farm, of course, sits right behind her house is right there. You've got CJ's house right there, which he's not worked on at all this weekend. And then you can see the lighthouse barely off in the distance, our place right over there. Okay, now that I have you on this side of the world, let's go ahead and come through here. We still need to decorate this, and I think I'll record a video and put one up, and we'll work on getting this one decorated. And then we also have to decorate the sugarcane farm. I've not done work on either one of those yet. Felt kind of lazy this weekend. Just got kind of lazy. And so out past CJ's house here, and a couple of the RadioCrafters are going to be putting up some homes along here as well. He is going to put a spleef arena up, and I believe it's going to go right over here, just on the other side of the beach here. So right over in that area there will be a spleef arena. And if you don't know what a spleef arena is, it's a pool of lava with snow blocks over the top of it, and you basically run around with your shovel and try to knock the other person into the lava by eliminating the floor. So that is the idea for the spleef arena. And so he's going to put one of those in. I don't know that we have any fireworks loaded back up here. We had some over the weekend. Yes, we do. There they are. Boom, boom, boom. Big red ones. Nice. Should have probably ran through there at night. So that is in the works as well. A spleef arena. Let's see. We also have a new tunnel to the end portal. Which way do we want to go? We want to go this way. Back down the main drag, and we can just run right through here and cut through. Yeah, right through here. Boom. Variety 3 and I decided that we needed a wider path. I think Echo was going to make a wider path to the end portal, but hadn't gotten around to it, and we were sitting around on a Saturday night trying to figure out what we wanted to work on in here. We thought, well, let's do the tunnel. It shouldn't take too long to, you know, fix up and decorate and get going. So, of course, we come into the nether here, and let's go on down this way. Now, originally, the tunnel, in order to access it, you would have to go up around here and then spin around and come back down. I'll show you what we originally had going on. Let's get rid of this blaze so we can actually get up in here without being damaged. There we go. So originally you had to come up here, and then you'd come around this corner, and then you drop down and go like this. And then you would take this pathway to the end. The other portals, one leads to, this first one leads to Echo's base on the outside. The second one just behind it around the corner there actually goes down, and you're inside his base. So Variety and I decided that what we'd do is we would actually cut a hole in the wall here in the walkway, and then we can pop up here, and now you can either go up this way to where we, you know, fight the mobs to get Wither Skulls. I'm out of arrows. Or you can come down here and, of course, enter Echo's place, or this tunnel right here. Now, it's not completely finished yet. We're going to add some lighting and stuff in here, but we did make it wider. It was only a 1 wide and 2 high, and those narrow paths always bother me because you tend to get hung up in those. And then Variety wanted to have a glass floor and glass wall, so when we're out over the lava and stuff, we can see it. So we put in a glass wall, and you just come down here and you turn on in this way, and boom, you are at the end portal. Now we'll probably put a leg or something on the bottom of this. She would like to see this actually have a leg that attaches it to the ground, so it's not just floating out in space like that. So we'll be doing something like that, I'm sure, and getting that all cleaned up. But it's a really nice view out the window of the Nether. It's of course on fire, and we've been fighting a lot in there. But yeah, as you can see, much better tunnel now to go to the end portal. Much wider. It's 3 wide until you reach this point down here. Then it drops down to a 2 wide, just so it would line up with the portal better. But it's 3 wide through here, and then we have the floor slabs so mobs don't spawn in here. And this little uptick right here is actually a stair, so mobs won't spawn on that, and mobs don't spawn on glass. So this is pretty mob unfriendly, let's put it that way. The mobs do not get to spawn up there. And one other thing to show you, we also have a new tunnel that we have installed to the Extreme Hills biome. Variety 3 and Billy Wiggins did most of the digging. I helped out a little bit. I think we've all kind of had a bit of a hand in the tunnel. But we... Oop, wrong way. But we wanted to start getting some emeralds. Variety really wanted to get some emeralds. So we started a tunnel that takes you right to the Extreme Hills biome, which is... Which way is it? It is over that way. That way there. That is the Extreme Hills biome, and there's one over that way. So if we go down into the mine, last time we were here, of course, I showed you that we decorated the mine tunnel itself. We are now up to 37 or 38 double chests of slime balls. So the slime farm continues to produce quite heavily, and yeah, it's doing really well. Now, if you go down straight, this is the branch mine, and Variety 3 and Billy have really got this thing a long ways down. We'll take a ride down here real quick just so you can see just how many tunnels. These have all been dug. All of these have been dug out. It's just amazing how much work they've done down here in terms of gathering resources for really the rest of us to utilize. It's been really great. And then it continues on down a little bit further. But most of these tunnels, as you can see, they have been dug out. So those two have been really busy down here. Billy Wiggins loves to dig and strip mine and branch mine, so she's down here all the time, and then Variety comes down here on a regular basis as well and does a lot of digging also. Now, that is the branch mine, but that just does not, you know, that produces the diamonds and the gold and the iron and stuff like that, but we really wanted emeralds. Really wanted to get started on some emeralds, so Variety decided that we would actually build a tunnel to the Extreme Hills biome. So this tunnel will lead us to that location. Now the branch mine runs just to the right of us, and the tunnels continue down this way. And you might remember back a few videos ago, we actually fought the Wither bosses down in this area as well. So we've got this nice tunnel now down to here, and we can hop out right here. And of course, we start with the branch mine down here in the Extreme Hills biome. Now let's go ahead and grab this. Let's grab another cart. We'll just put one on the tracks here. Boom. So if we jump in this and we continue on, it gets to be more and more emerald rich as we get further down this way, because now we are actually in the Extreme Hills biome. So slowly but surely we're starting to gain some emeralds. The other day we did a group cave together, and we actually went back in this area right here. There is a massive cave back in here, massive cave system. So we're not sure how these branch mine tunnels are going to work out for us, but we did go back in here and do some cave cleanup and a lot of lighting up. And of course we ran into to an abandoned mine shaft and stuff, but this is the start of quite an epic cave. It's very, very, very huge. And that is just about everything. Kind of an update on what's going on RadioCraft. There's so many things that need to be done. I think we all had kind of a creative slump a little bit, and we're feeling a little lazy over the weekend. I know I was. And so we didn't do a whole lot of work on anything, but don't worry, RadioCraft is alive and well. It's not going anywhere. We will continue on and push forward. And things will get done, and I'll do my best to try to start getting some more group records done to where we're all working together on stuff. It's just a matter of finding time when everyone is together and in the world and working on something together. So when that happens, I'll do a better job of recording some of that stuff. But I hope you like the fact that at least I bring you in here and give you an update on what's going on with RadioCraft, so you don't feel like it's disappeared or vanished or going away. It is here to stay, and we are all having a very good time still. And here we can actually see the slime farm in action. Kaboom! A couple of big fellas coming down like so. Yeah. And now you can see why that lower ledge needs to be up where it is, just so these big guys can get through and underneath there as they go down into the chunk to be ground up by the cacti. Yeah, there you go. That is a good way to end an episode, I think, right there. So there's a quick update for you on RadioCraft. We got the Pigmen farm up and running, so we're getting gold nuggets. The main thoroughfare roads have been taken care of. We just need to put the lighting up on those, and I think I'll take care of that today. And then Woodcutter Shack installed. Variety did a good job on that. A Spleef Arena coming soon, when we've got a couple of new tunnels, one to the end portal and then one to the extreme hills. So there you can see in front of you right now the slime just grinding up and going down into the chests. And we, like I said, I think I showed you last time too, last episode, that we have a ton of slime ball chests. I mean, look at all of that. Unbelievable. And it's just still pouring in. You can hear new ones getting ready to grind up. There he is. You can see his green slimy guts popping through the floor there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I am the Radio Man 03, and I look forward to talking to you again next time.